The Japanese artifacts that have been stored at the Buckingham Palace have now been put out for public display as part of a new exhibition. And with this, for the very first time, the general public is getting a glimpse of the gifts that were exchanged by the two royal families of Britain and Japan. Our next report gets you all the details.
This samurai armour is one of the most prized exhibits from the Queen's Gallery at the Buckingham Palace in London. It was gifted by the Emperor of Japan to the British royal family. Along with this, there are other exquisite pieces of art, like these jars made of Japanese porcelain that were later decorated in France.
Japanese goods could only come to Britain via trading networks, and particularly through the Dutch, who among Europeans were the only traders permitted in Japan. And so in the 17th and 18th centuries, members of the British royal family are purchasing pieces that are shipped all the way across the globe from Japan. They're very expensive, they're very precious, and they're seen as these kind of exotic, alluring, inaccessible pieces which come to furnish the royal palaces.
Diplomatic relations were established between Britain and Japan in 1613, when the first English ship landed on the Japanese coast. The two dynasties have exchanged royal gifts so long as the two nations were not at war with each other. From jewel boxes to screen paintings to small ornate reading tables, the list of items is almost endless.
You will only see what the Japanese royal family gave to the Brits, and it'd be nice to see what the Brits gave in return, because we could do a compare and contrast and see if one party came off the better or not, in our humble opinions. So it would be great to see those two together, but I think because we're quite familiar with what's in the royal collection of British heritage, I think it's a real chance to see what's been given from Japan.
Most of these artifacts have been put in the public domain for the very first time. But what has also attracted public interest in Britain is what gifts did the Japanese royal family get in return from Britain? The organizers of the event say a comparison of the gifts by two royal families could be the subject of another exhibition. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.